Hello Capricorns, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your general love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course. All of that is in the description box below for you. All right, let's take a look and see what we have going on for you guys. We're going to be taking a look at the energy of the person that you are dealing with or will be dealing with or we're dealing with, whatever spirit has for you. And we're looking at your energy as well in love. All right, Capricorn. We have the Hangman here for the general overall energy of your love situation. Could be that there's something here that is a little stuck or a little stagnant, something that's kind of either been in the same space for a while or just feels like it's unable to move forward for one reason or another. It could also be that there is something that you are taking another look at this week. So this could look like, you know, maybe there's a conversation or something that was said in the past or something that you are just like kind of taking another look at and kind of seeing it in a different way. So we will have to take a look and see how this plays out into your reading. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. All right. Their energy towards you, I see the Death card. We have Scorpio energy. The challenge, we have the King of Swords. I see the Hermit here as well for the challenge. And your energy towards them, I see the Fool. Underneath this Hangman, I see the Magician. I see the Lovers. Some of you definitely, I feel like this is kind of an intense connection with that Lover's energy. I feel like there's a very intense kind of bond or connection here between the two of you. That Magician energy, I do feel like there's a big part of you, Capricorn, that does still want something with this person. Now, their energy towards you, we have the Death card. So to me, that feels like some of you maybe have experienced an ending with with this person, or for some of you, maybe you feel like that's coming. Okay, so just take it how it applies for your situation. You could either feel like this person has one foot out the door already, or this person, you know, maybe this is somebody you have experienced an ending with. I feel like it's very difficult for them, especially because of that Lover's card here. I do feel like it's very difficult for this person to, you know, deal with, to be in an ending or to even make a decision to end things with you. I think that, you know, even if they do think it's the right thing, I think that when you guys are in separation, I think it's very difficult for this person to be in that energy, to be away from you here. With this King of Swords energy as the challenge, this person may come across as very cold or detached. They could say, for some of you, I also feel like there could be things that they say too that are, you know, whether it's like unkind or they say kind of below the belt things. It's like hurt people, right? When they get hurt, they could lash out for some of you. I don't feel like that's the case for all of you, but I do feel like it is the case for some of you. But I also feel here that, to me, this person, Capricorn, the King of Swords is somebody who cuts ties because they think that that's what's best for them. And it doesn't mean that they don't have feelings. It doesn't mean that it's not difficult for them. It just means that they don't make their decisions based on how they feel. So it could be tearing them up inside, but they're still going to do what they think is best. And that's what I kind of feel. I feel like this person is somebody who really, you know, gets in their head, Capricorn, and they definitely could think that this is what they need to do here. But then when they are in that space, I think it's very difficult for them to be in that space. So you could get kind of an inconsistent energy from this person or mixed signals from this person. I don't necessarily, it could seem like somebody, you know, plays games here. I don't really feel like their intention is to like play games with you here. Although I can definitely see why it would seem that way. It more feels to me, Capricorn, that, you know, somebody gets very torn between their head and their heart. We have the Hermit energy. And for a lot of you guys, you could be in that energy towards this person as well. You could have that same kind of head-heart struggle. With this Hermit energy being the challenge as well, like I said, I think it's very difficult for this person I think it's difficult for both of you to kind of be away from each other here. And even though this is what this person thinks is the right thing to do, I still think it's very hard for them to do. And when they're in this energy, when you guys are in separation, it's very difficult for them. And I think they do start to kind of question things, and they start to question what it is that they want. So that's where probably some of that inconsistent energy could be coming from. Your energy showing up here, I see the Fool card. I definitely feel like there is a part of you that feels like, you know, having anything with this person is very risky for your heart, especially if they have been kind of inconsistent, especially if they can, you know, feel very cold or detached at times. But at the same time, you could feel like it's worth the risk with that Fool energy. Some of you, it's like, I know the risk, but I still want it. I still want them. And that's because, you know, that Lover's energy, I feel like there's a very strong bond, and it's almost like you feel like it is worth the risk, you know. Let's keep going. Tell me about this Death energy. Why is that this person's energy towards Capricorn? I see the Sun and the Ace of Swords. You know, both of those cards definitely can be cards that represent clarity. Somebody's seen something here. Tell me about this Sun card. I see the Empress. Wow, for some of you, there could be children at play in this situation in one way or another. So like I said, we go back to that King of Swords energy where somebody does feel like, you know, they have to do what they think is best regardless of how they feel. So for some of you, there could be children involved in this dynamic. So even if it's not what they want, maybe they feel like that's what's best, you know, when it comes to children. For others of you where there's no children involved in this, it's almost like somebody knows exactly the kind of life and relationship that they want, and they feel like you guys are unable to create that together for whatever reason. Right? Maybe they feel like you guys have tried to, and for some reason you guys just can't get there. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. We have the Hierophant. You know what's crazy though is I feel like I said, when you guys are not together, this person, it's like when you're together, they have all these things that come up. I get a lot of like Eight of Swords energy. All these reasons why something isn't a good idea. All these reasons why something isn't going to work. All these reasons why they need to like move away from it or detach. But then when you're apart, they have all these reasons and things feel very clear to them about what it is that they want and how you guys could make it work. And Capricorn is the one for me. Yeah, I was going to say, I do feel like I don't feel like they're ready to let this go yet. I feel like they try to. They try to because they think it's what's best, but that's not what their heart wants at all. Their heart still wants to create something here with you. Still wants to commit to this. The Nine of Wands, not quite ready to let it go yet. Not quite ready to give up on it yet. Oh my, tell me about this King of Swords energy. We have the Knight of Swords. Somebody could like be very impulsive, Capricorn. Or it's like they get into their head and they could react very quickly and then have regrets about it. So this could look like maybe they get in their head and they end things, or they, you know, start talking to you and then stop talking to you very quickly here. And like I said, it feels very reactive, very impulsive here. But then I think that they start to regret that. Tell me about the Hermit energy. We have the Five of Wands. I also feel like there's a lot of like external noise or external conflict, whether in your life or in theirs. And I definitely feel like that doesn't help the situation. That could be like if there's a lot of, you know, issues in the physical world that, you know, impact your guys' connections or impact you or impact them. You know, it feels like it just adds to the reasons why something isn't, you know, going to work. I also do feel like there could be like maybe when you guys are in communication, there is, you know, conflict or there is arguing here. And it's like this person like really just reacts or makes decisions very impulsively. Tell me about this Fool card. We have the Magician. So I do, like I said, Capricorn, I definitely feel like you do still want something with this person, even though you feel like it is a bit of a risk to continue to let them back into your life or to try, because they are in this impulsive or they are in this inconsistent energy. There is this conflict here between the two of you, these challenges between the two of you. This is still what you want. This is still the person that you want. We have the World card here. You really want to step into a higher level of commitment. I think you really want to find a way to kind of break free from some of these like more like negative patterns or this negative cycle that you guys are in. But you still definitely believe that you can. Look at your energy. You have the Fool, the World, the Magician, a lot of majors. This definitely does have a major impact on you. I see the Four of Swords. And I see the Emperor. You know, I think that you could be in your head right now, Capricorn, just kind of thinking about things. It doesn't feel like in your head in the same stressy way of, you know, the Eight of Swords, but just kind of reflecting on things. This could indicate too that maybe you guys are in a period of no communication right now, but this is very clear from your energy that this is still something that you really want with this person. Now, what are their next actions towards Capricorn? I see that Nine of Wands. And we have the Knight of Cups. So you're definitely going to be hearing from somebody coming forward to express how they feel. And like I said, I don't feel like it's disingenuous, Capricorn. I feel like this person does mean it, you know, because when they are away from you, you know, everything starts to be so clear about what it is that they want with you. But then when you guys get together and life starts happening and there's conflicts, you know, I feel like that energy just switches very quickly. But I do feel like they mean it when they say it. Only you guys get to decide what's best for you. What is Capricorn's next actions towards this person? I see the Wheel of Fortune. So it does look like somebody coming back around and you trying to kind of, you know, break the cycle or shift this energy. I see the Eight of Swords though. I feel like when this person does come back, you know, it does make you very anxious. And it could be because you just don't know when something is going to change. The Wheel of Fortune can be a very unexpected energy, right? So it's like, I don't feel like you feel fully safe or secure, at peace, even when this person is back into your life or is back communicating with you, because I think you're kind of always wondering and worried about when that next shift might happen, when that next change might happen. But I do feel like you're going to hear from somebody. But that is what I have for you, Capricorn. I do hope that it helps. The signs I'm seeing for you, I see Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus. I see Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo. I see Aries, Leo, all the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. Those are the signs I'm seeing. I do see Gemini here as well. Those are the signs I'm seeing, but it could be any. It is a general reading. So even if I did not mention a specific sign, the reading definitely can still resonate for you. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps, and everything you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, Patreon, or the tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.